Right, doing the solid geometry of this pyramid over here. It's a pentagonal pyramid and it's been cut through on AA. I'm going to start out and I'm going to number the base of this thing. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 over there. Right, I'm going to come over here. There is number 1, 2 and 5 are going to be on that corner. 3 and 4 are going to be on that corner over there. I'm going to come in over here. Please don't forget to put in your XY axis over there. Label it X and Y. You get marks for those, so don't forget to do that. Right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see what it is that I am going to be cutting away. And I'm going to take this piece of paper over here and I'm going to place it over there. My little eagle is going to come in over here and I'm going to be looking down onto that surface. This part is obviously going to remain in my picture. That part over there is going to be taken away. I need to find these points over here, over there, there, and there on this diagram over here. Let's take that back. I'm going to take this back, and you can see that I'm cutting through this line 1, 0. There is 0 at the top there. 1, 0 gets cut at that point, and I'm going to call that point A over there. If I take a line coming back over here between over there, how many points do I actually have on there? You'll see that there are 2 lines. 1, 2 lines, okay? One line is called 2, 0, and the other line is called 5, 0. So look for 2, 0, and I'm going to have a cutting point at that point, and I'm going to call that B, and at 5, 0, I'm going to call that C. So I can label this B and C at that point over there. Over here, I've got 2 lines again, 3 and 4, 3, 0 and 4, 0. There's 3, 0 and 4, 0, and I've got 3, 0 and 4, 0 going over there. I need to label that D and E. There is D over there and E over there. Once I've got those points, I can physically draw in what I call the cutting plane. So let's just draw that in. You don't need to do this. I just want to do this for demonstration purposes. There is the cutting plane on my auxiliary view. All right. You really do not need to do this. It's wasting time if you were in an exam. I'm going to color the cutting plane in over here. There it is. All right. So, whoops. Not very good at coloring in. Always failed in primary school. There we go, there's your cutting plane. And I now need to take that down and put it into all 3 of the views that they're asking you to do. The sectional right view, left view, and top view. I'm going to take lines down from my cutting plane into the top view and also into my left view and right view. Take that across there. Take that across there, and take that across there. Right, once I've got those measurements, I can come over here and I can measure off from the XY axis to A, find A, drop it down into the top view, take it across into the left view, and take it across into the right view from the XY axis. There is A over there, there is A over there, and there is A over there. Note, the distance over here from A to the XY axis is the same over there, is the same over there, is the same over here. All from the XY axis to where A is. Same story is going to apply to B. Measure off to B, find B, go across into the left view, go down into the top view, go across into the right view, label it B, B, and B. Please put the labels in, it does help. Take that out to where C is. Find C, into the left view, into the right view, and into the top view. Label it C, C, and C over there. Go and find where D is from the XY axis. There is D. Find D. Left view, there's D, left view, there's top view, D, and right view, there's D. Label it D, label it D, and label that D. Same story with E. Extend that out to where E is. Find E, take it across, mark it off. Go down over here, E, mark it off, and E in my right view over there. So there's E, there is E, and there is E. Note, measuring once, not measuring multiple times to get the same thing. I know that I have to be able to see the cutting plane in my top view, so I'm going to draw that in dark over there. Draw it in dark. Draw that in dark over there. Draw that in dark. And draw that in dark. Same story for this view over here. Draw it in. There. 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 And that over there. Come over here. I need to draw in that story. That story. That story. There. And over there. Right, so I can hatch that with my 45-degree set square. Do that very, very quickly. Just take a 0.3 pencil and do this. So they're very thin lines. They're still dark lines, but thin. Take it over here. Hatch that story as fast as you can. Try and keep that spacing as even as possible using the bevels on your ruler. There we go. Going across this thing as fast as I can. And there are the cutting planes done. Right. What will I see in my left view? Let's have a look. I'm standing over here. There's my little man. I must be able to see the cutting plane. That's what I've drawn over there. For me to see the cutting plane, the bottom part of this thing needs to have been taken away. So let's just have a look at that idea. I'm going to take that, and I've got that bottom part taken away, which means that I can still see that top section. I need to take the information across from that top section, and the only point that I need to transfer over here is point 0 up there. So I'm going to take a line coming out from where point 0 is, take that out, place it into the drawing, and I know that A and 0 are on the same line over there, so I can, actually no, let's not play around with that. Let me rather measure that off very accurately. There you go. Can you see there's 0? And you can see that A is in the same line as 0. So when I come over here, there is 0, take it across, and you should find that it is directly above A over there. I have a line which I can see in my diagram. I can touch it with my hand over there, and I can then draw that in dark as well. There we go. I'll be able to obviously see a line that is going from 0, that's that point over there, to 3, and I can draw a line going from C to 0 as well. I'll obviously need to see hidden detail coming down from 0 to E over there, and from 0 to D over there, hidden detail done as well. Right, look at that. I can't see those lines D and E, they're at the back over there, but they are still there, and I need that hidden detail done. Right, let's look at the right view now. I'm going to come over here. If I'm seeing the right view, I want to basically cut away the top part of this thing in order to be able to see the cutting plane, which means that the bottom part of this thing needs to be placed in over here. For me to get that bottom part placed in, I can take lines coming across from 3 and 4 down at the bottom, from 5 and 2, and from 1 over there. I can then either use my pair of compasses to measure off those distances. Note, distance number 1 over there. Go over here, take it across to the 1 over there, find the new XY axis, place it down, and label it 1. Okay? Or I can, actually, yes, carry on. Let's do point 2. Let's get number 2 over there. Find number 2 over there, take it across, mark it off, label it as number 2. Number 3, measure that off. There's 3. Go over here, take it across, mark it off. There's 3. Number 4, take it across. Find the 4, mark it off, and label that as 4. 5, go over here, measure that out. Go across from 5. 5 is over there, take it across. It's in line with, it's on the same line as 2, so there we go. There is 5. I will obviously be able to see that bottom line over there. Right, there I am, 3 and 4. I can touch that, so I can draw that line in dark over there. I can obviously see a line going from 4 to 5 over there. I'm going to be able to see a line going from 2 to 3 over there. And then I start saying, okay, well, I can join B and 2 up. I can draw a line from C to 5. If you look over there, there's C5, there's B2. I'll be able to see that. I'll obviously be able to see these lines over here going from 4 to E and 3 to D over there. And I am going to need to find this little piece of line over here. At the back over here, I can't see that line A1 over there. That's going to be in hidden detail. A very small little piece of hidden detail over there. And then I need to hook that up with 5 over there, hidden detail going out there. And from 2 to 1 as well will be hidden detail. Right, there is my right view done. I now need to see the top view. What part of the top view that I need? I'm going to take away the top part of this thing so that this eagle can come down and look at that cutting plane over there. Okay, if I cut away the top, it's the base part that I need, and I'm going to be able to take some lines coming down from 1, from 2 and 5, and from 3 and 4. I can use this information over here to transfer that back into this by using that 45-degree line over here. I'm going to take lines coming down, from, let's start with 3 and 4. There's 3 and 4, I've just dropped those in. Take that across over here, and I look for 3 and 4. There's number 4, and I can label that as number 4. And number 3, I'm going to take that across, and there is number 3 over there. Let's have a look at number 2 and number 5. I'm going to take a line down from number 2 and from number 5. It cuts over the XY axis, not the XY axis, the 45-degree line over there. That is 5 coming across, and I can link up 5 over there. And from where 2 drops down onto that 45, I can take a line coming across and find number 2 over there. Right, the last one that I need is number 1. There is number 1 over there. I'm going to take that down, and I'm going to take that across, and there is my number 1 over there. Right, I will be able to see that line A1 over there, so draw that in straight away. There it is. After I've done that, well, I know that I have a line that goes between 1 and 5, and I know that I have a line that goes between 2 and 1. I know that I need a line going between 2 and 3, but before I do that, I want to link up this idea of 2 and B. Let's just draw that in. 2 and B, I can see. And I can see 5 and C. Draw that in. Okay? And with that, you'll see that I won't actually be able to see this little piece of line over here. It's going to be underneath the diagram, so there's going to be a bit of hidden detail going in over there, and there's going to be a bit of hidden detail going in over here. Right? Once I've got that in place, hidden detail going over there, and you're going to end up with some hidden detail going between 4 and E, and a bit of hidden detail going between 3 and D. The last thing that we need to do is to do the true shape of the cutting plane, which means that I need to look at this at 90 degrees. Now, the way that we do that is I've detached the page from the board. I've lined the cutting plane up with the T-square of the board, and I can now drop that down over here and draw in another little cutting plane, not a cutting plane, sorry, an XY axis, label it as X and Y, and I can drop lines coming off these corners over here, coming down over here from D and E, from B and C, and from A over there, and I can then measure off those distances using my pair of dividers or pair of compasses. There we go. I'm going to go from A, from the XY axis to A, find A, take that down to the new XY axis, mark it off, and label it as A. Go to B. There it is. Go down, find B, come over here, mark it off, and label it as B. Go to C. There is C. Find C, go down, mark it off as C. Go over here, D, go down, mark it off as D. E, go down, find E, go down over here, mark that off as E. And then you are going to draw these lines in over here from A to B to C to D, and you will then have your cutting plane, the true shape of the cutting plane, which means these lengths of lines that you've got over here will be the right lengths. After you've done that, you must hatch that as well. Just take your 0.3 pencil and you're going to hatch that as fast as you can so that you don't waste too much time. All right, there we go. That is the drawing complete. I'm just going to take that off so that you can see the full picture. There it is from beginning to end. The most important view to use is that auxiliary view over there to get the measurements down onto all of these views over here.